Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The long off-season has finally and mercifully come to an end, and we're ready to open a new campaign. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Hawaii's offense will start this game off with the football. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Davis looking to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. You know, listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots, but man, your receiver has to make that play for him.
Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give out of the gun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Poe. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Makes the grab. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Looking to get it in. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 10 with the grab and the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Davis will throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Turning on the Jets. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that.
Turning it on! Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air, it's Bailey. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Unloads quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They punted away on 4th down. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. On target to the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. They'll run the screen. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's English. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. It's Cooks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Hold it. Offense.
A very... play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Working that left side now. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Sims. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Steps away. Wide open spaces. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run, pick up the first down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. Quick strike complete. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Rainbow Warriors are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. To the air, it's Bailey. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And as a defense, you just went, whoo, he just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The inside handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to...
There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it, and what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
With the catch, it's Cook. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Bailey. A little screen to the running back. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Here comes the option. Now the toss. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitchman. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires left. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
1st down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. To the air on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this is why you pick defense first when you go into overtime, because I want to know exactly what I need. Nice job on 3rd down, stopping the quarterback, getting the sack, forcing the 4th down, and probably the field goal. Offense, get ready. You know exactly what you need to do.
They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime. And he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. Davis looking to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that is such a big play by the defense here. Early in overtime, you come up with a massive negative play, getting the sack on 3rd down, and this is no gimme kick. If they miss this field goal, your offense is back on the field, and all you've got to do is kick a field goal to win this thing.
And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here.